Why these niggas trying to charge $16 a month? Come
Just
on,
stay on the
bro.
phone. That's crazy.
Bro, I'm not paying that, bro.
That's
I
good.
have a lot.
That means meetings only can be 40 minutes or something, though. That's good.
Fuck that. And then they want you to pay. So long story short, $200 a fucking year.
Yo,
So come on, bro.
that literally packs up. It's only bad for us, but if you're a business, that's fire, bro. You don't gotta stay on meeting calls for that long. Imagine a meeting call that has to be like 2 hours, 3 hours long. Niggas gonna split them shits up into days or shit. They gonna be like, you might call back, new link. That's annoying.
If I was me, once these streams start making, let me ask you a question. What do Type Boy Max and them be using? They be using Zoom or do they be using Discord?
Discord, and that's a huge thing apparently, bro. They probably pay for that shit though.
But they probably pay so that streaming quality. I was gonna say the only reason why we on this is because the streaming quality is better. But see how much the Discord one is. I'll be right back.
It's 120 a year, not $10 a month.
I understand how they could possibly charge niggas more than $3 a month just for phone calls,
Bro, and mind you, they got one that is $3 a month, bro. No HD streaming.
So
What's the
what's the
point?
perks?
Bro, literally, bro, it has like 2 check marks. This shit say, for the basic, you get custom emojis and stickers anywhere and a profile badge. Violating, bro.
Just having
A lot of these niggas, you can't even use their app no more until you pay.
it be so fucking crazy, because especially in the video editing world, bro. A lot of the plugins that I be looking at, you gotta pay monthly, bro. Why does everything that I want, I gotta pay monthly for it?
It's
It's
because it could
fucking
probably
crazy.
make it's because it can make you millions of dollars, bro. That's what I think about every time like I have to sit back and think about this shit. I think about someone that's making millions of dollars off this shit. And imagine if they were charging $1 a month, bro, and there's someone making millions of dollars off that shit, bro. They want that 120, bro.
Think about it though, nigga. The cheaper it is, nigga, the more it makes sense for the average person. It just doesn't make sense for me to spend $10 a month.
They're probably looking at it like, bro, and this is how a lot of people's mindsets are, bro. They don't need 100 or 100,000 people, bro. If they're able to get 5 to 10 big 100,000ers, like that are making decent money off of YouTube and shit, that need Discord or stream or whatever. I'm thinking about Opus
Yeah.
Clips. Like Opus Clips doesn't need me, bro. They don't need mind you. I paid for that shit the yearly, bro. I paid the $170 something dollars. I did that the other day,
Damn.
bro, cause I wanted that bad, nigga. I was like, bro, what else is gonna give me 100 clips, bro? I'm not even gonna do that
Bro,
myself.
why you ain't? That's a whole other discussion. But why you ain't do the monthly first to see how you
Now the
use it?
monthly's more. The monthly would have been $300 something at the end of the year.
But I'm saying you'll pay for it for maybe 2 3 months, see if you actually like it. Hey, fuck it, you already did it.
At the end of the
I
day,
just
I probably still gonna buy it regardless, bro. So I probably gonna spend more money. Imagine it was already, it was head cracking, bro. The best way to do it, and it was saying it, bro. If you wanna save your money, get the 14 a month, and it was like, I clicked on that, and it was like 170 up front. That's the $14 a month. Got to pay that
yeah.
170 up front. Or if you want to pay the pack that I want, bro, where I can just put anything in, do anything I want. Same with the AI shit too, the Chat GPT. Bro, if you don't pay that money, bro, you're not using these apps freely. Restricted and shit.
It's so crazy. Because if I was to really have a subscription for every single thing I want, I'd be paying anywhere from 150 to $400 a month. I can't remember everything right now, but if I could think of everything that I want to use, if I was to pay for it every month, I'd be paying anywhere from 150 to $400 every month for it per
Damn.
year.
Now that's crazy.
This is where the greed comes in, because instead of somebody selling something one shot, I'd rather you sell me something one shot for $100 permanently
Nah, it's most
rather than you
likely.
charge me.
It's most likely like that. They probably have that option, bro. But that's
Nah,
the sad thing is, bro. A lot of young niggas. Say you are a young kid that's in high school that wants to make content, and you only getting paid part time because you got high school. You don't got three
exactly,
hundred dollars off rip to pay for that shit,
exactly,
bro. So
exactly.
you're gonna have to pay that at the end of the year. You're still gonna get fucked. But that is another thing too. I'm glad we go back into that combo, bro. It goes back into now our country. It's a good thing. It's a bad thing, bro. Because third world countries, bro, are much behind. They're not developed. We are a lot of fucked up. A lot of other countries and shit. But our
Yeah,
country,
for
bro,
sure.
it's the land of the free, bro. Business can do it. You can do what you want with business. You can also make your choices too, like you said, bro. You don't gotta buy that shit. That's the fucked up thing about
Me,
that's America.
that is what it is, man. Niggas just gotta figure out. See, when you in America, you gotta figure out how to get everybody. Everybody's not. But that's the thing. Everybody can't do it. Everybody's not gonna be able to do it. That's just the way it works. But
I look at it like
Everybody's
shit. I see everybody, bro. I'm not gonna lie. At any country, I see Americans being able to. Cause that's the thing about making it, and making it is so different to everyone else, and that's why if anyone like,
agree.
bro, my man's is going through depression right now and shit. But that's why like, if anyone is hopeless, bro, your light is so different than anyone else's light, bro. Cardi might need to be 100 M's up and the biggest album in the world, and he still might not be happy. Exactly, and to feel like some or still might not be happy. Whereas, kind of like anyone else was just all they got to do is just get on stage at Rolling Loud one time, or be able to make $100,000 a year or whatever the case may be. It's just like, bro, shit. These corporate companies are evil. That's why we say they're evil, because they so. Bro, how much money and shit do you want? But at that point, I don't think it's even a person anymore, bro. I think it's an entity. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I agree, but it comes down to people at the end of the day. It might not be.
They don't got nowhere near the freedom we got, bro. But and they're very
Not one person, but it's people like if we look back at that Luigi shit, healthcare really be violating us, bro. You feel me? And it's like that's a great example of corporate greed. Apparently, that dude already made billions of dollars the previous year, but they was cooking up a plan to make even more billions of dollars by fucking us over. It's like that's where the greed comes in. You know what I'm saying? And I think I feel like 90% of the companies exhibit that because everybody wants to fluff their own pockets, which is human nature, but it's just like at what cost? But then it's like you'll be the good person to do the right thing, and then so let's say me and you running the business, you want to take the high road and the moral route, and instead of making 100K, you cool with making 75K. But then my greedy ass come along.
That's what I was about to say.
You feel me? You cool with making 75? I bet. So I'm gonna make my 100K plus your 25. Now I'm making 125.
Right.
And I'm doing the shit that is not good for the people, but it's good for my pockets though. It's like selling out.
It's not. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Out,
bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We need more people like you, Bleez, bro. But the people that run our country are the opposite people we're talking about. So my mindset is, bro, I live kind of in the middle where I would never want to sell fucking opioids to people, bro. Like, genuinely, bro. Like, when you think about that, bro, what they're doing to people is crazy. But if you knew that, like, what are you gonna do? Imagine, bro, when you're paying your, genuinely, bro, if I was working there, because you don't gotta work there, but at the end of the day, what are we gonna do? You're not gonna do anything unless you're gonna do what that one guy did and boom a nigga and go to jail. Majority of the time, you're not gonna do nothing, and there's a lot of people that actually benefit from it, and then don't benefit from it to the point where, bro, you can debate about this shit for maybe months, maybe years of why a pharmaceutical company is needed or not needed. Bro, if I'm even a part of it a little bit, bro, and I'm a guy that just gives a check on the fucking opioids, and I'm like, go give it to the grandma, bro, and I'm making 25, I'm talking about 250,000 a year, bro. Yo, bro, what, bro? I don't have no say, bro. I'm paying my bills and I'm living my life, bro. I'm not God, bro. It's just like anything else. I'm not God.
I think that scenario is different from some of the shit that I'm talking about. It's the simple shit. The system is weird because like,
so many people just like my fault. It's so many people just like the guy I'm talking about. That's how the guy, bro. There's probably not just one guy that's sitting up top that's just eating, bro. It's probably multitude of people, you know what I'm saying? People. And they're all probably feeling the same, bro. It's probably like a ladder. It starts off with hundreds of millions, and it just goes all the way down where the janitor just probably in the spot of the pharmaceutical company where it's like, yo, bro, I just see this shit happening, and it happens, bro. We all just let it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
So in the healthcare scenario, so what about when somebody needs a certain procedure done, and we have the means to do it, but we're not going to do it because they don't have enough brand for it, or they don't have the right coverage for it. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, I don't agree with none of these things, and I don't think they're right at all. But like it is, again, bro, these insurance companies, bro, I think about even making Geico. I think about being the guy that made Geico. Why the fuck would you want to do that? Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I wish we could give more power. People are like cheap. That's how I look at it, bro. Point blank period. They're sheep. Where it's like, but when I was younger, I asked my mom, why is Geico the biggest? Why is Time Warner? Why is Spectrum own everything over here? Why in the world we live in now, bro? We're kind of forced to accept how things are. I don't think what the government,
in a sense, yeah.
I don't think what the government's doing to denying people is right at all. But also, bro, on the other side, if you're an insurance company, bro, Really, bro? Why are you insuring everyone? Why would you insure everyone? You make no money at all doing that. Imagine that. It's just like a perfect world. You get what I'm saying? Really, bro? I don't know, because really I don't know how we would survive. That's why people are sheep. We need these things. But also they get mad because people don't give more into them. Where it's like, bro, the government isn't here to give you money. You get what I'm saying? The government is here to govern you, bro, and make sure you stay in order and stay in line. Healthcare is, bro, if you got millions of dollars, bro, you'll get the best healthcare in the world. You get what I'm saying? That's all it comes down to. We live in America. Now, in other countries, bro, where you want to have all these good healthcare systems, and that you probably can't make millions of dollars, bro. You probably can't make, and that's the thing, too. A lot of people.
But really think about it, though. Should healthcare be our most profitable business?
If me and you started health, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who starts these healthcare things. Why are they different than us? You know what I'm saying?
In a moral sense, why would people's businesses be the most profitable thing in America? You know what I'm saying? Just in a moral sense. Why does me getting blood work cost $1,000? It shouldn't cost $1,000.
We don't, bro. I agree, but also you gotta look at it from just how it is, bro. It's just like.
It is what it is,
bro. Right now,
what?
If some random person told you to check the bottom of their feet, you're gonna be like, wait,
that
what?
Might be. I see what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, in the doctor's office, if I gotta check somebody's feet, why should I get $300 just to look at their feet real quick?
Because they went to not, bro. See that's what I'm saying. Like, think about it, bro. See, now you're a regular dude. You didn't go to school for fucking 10 years. You didn't do all this bullshit behind that, because all these people got lives, and then all besides these people having lives, bro, there's an institution now there, bro. This institution don't give a fuck about Bleez's foot or Bleez's whatever. You get what I'm saying? They just don't. That's just how it goes. Neither does the doctor. Neither does any of these people, bro, because that's just how the life goes. They just got their own shit going on. But think about it. If right now, mind you, you're a good person. If you don't understand the circumstances of the situation, and someone says to you, yo, bro, can you please, bro, I got something next to my dick, bro, I need you checking for me, bro, I'm fucked up right. You gonna be like, nigga, what, bro? What do you, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm fucked up right now. I don't know, something crazy. If you didn't check that shit.
You saying if I'm a doctor or?
Nah, just a regular dude. Like, some guy's on the ground, he's like, bro, I don't know what's going on. No, bro, I'm saying. My job. And now, like you said, now it's someone's job. They want to get paid for that shit. They want to get paid for that.
Respectfully.
See, now the pricing of things now is all.
That's what
I don't, bro.
Price.
If I went to school, bro, see, just like Playboy Cardi versus someone else. Why is Playboy Cardi able to charge $500,000 to perform somewhere, and he's just gonna scream, compared to now Meek Mill, and he's gonna rap?
Though.
Now, bro, how?
I'll tell you why. Because if you really want to look at what Playboy Cardi could bring to a venue. So he might charge $500K for Rolling Loud, but that nigga gonna bring in 2, 3, 4 million. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you could justify Playboy Cardi, but you can't justify the doctor needing to make that money back, bro.
No, because here's the thing. It's about if somebody can afford a Playboy Cardi ticket, they'll be okay. If a person can't afford to get their foot checked out, I'm not saying it should be free. I'm not saying that. The doctor should make their money, but at the same time, I think it's too much. Like it's excessive.
I think everything. I agree. I think everything's excessive though. Like, and I hate to compare like live to like Cardi's concert, but honestly, it's expensive, bro. You go to a bar, everything's expensive, bro. If you are at an institution for someone's life, I would think like in a world where it's us, bro. Like just people, and there's no government. Things are gonna be way more expensive, bro.
But just wild,
bro.
And this is what I mean by excessive. Braces.
Yeah.
Why is braces $5,000 to $10,000?
Because that's gonna change someone's life,
bro. But
there's no price, bro. There's no, but once, bro, think about it. Think about it always on the rich side, because that's what America's built on, bro. And this is why every American want to have the American dream, because when other people come here, they want the American dream, bro. And sadly, we steer away from it, bro, because we're from here. Bro, the American dream is, bro, $10,000 to get your teeth fixed ain't shit. I know that's crazy to say. That's literally what it is, though. Like, it's so fucked up now, bro. That Yachty has $1 million in his teeth. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's where I hate to. That's where the world is.
Like, you gotta think about. Like, I get what you're saying as far as people who come here and they bag chasers or whatever. But even niggas who's making 150, 200K a year is like, bro,
That's a lot of money.
a lot of money. Let's talk about that. All right, let's just go back to like the average person, which is the majority of people. I'm not on no communist shit where everybody.
But what's more important, a car or some teeth or your teeth? See, like all things is like
it depends on the scenario. Because how you
see,
gonna make for some people, how you gonna make the money without the car?
some people don't have no self-esteem and they depressed and shit without their teeth, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But then here's the thing too, like,
bunch of crazy shit.
so let's say like the average person. I think the average person make like kid.
Yeah,
Like, you take everybody and just average it out, 40 kid, and probably got a kid. How they even going to be able to save up that much money to fix their teeth?
When you do get braces and shit, bro, just like anything else, bro, it's a payment, bro. And that's another thing. That's why it's a scam. Why, like it's just built off, bro. Really, bro, you're supposed to live under your means, bro. The right way to do a lot of these things, bro, and which is fucked up. It doesn't matter if you're from another place or you're from America, bro. Stay living below your means, bro. If you're not making enough money to get your teeth fixed or get some braces and happily get braces, bro, people say don't get braces, bro. But like, you're a teacher and you want to be, I don't know, bro. I just, bro. It's like a car, bro. It's like, bro, does someone need to spend $50,000 on a car?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and a lot of people do it, bro. Houses.
That's a fact.
Why, bro? The only places we're gonna live. This is the only place we're gonna live. We're not gonna live anywhere else. Like our homes. Like, I'm not gonna protest and be like, fuck it, we just can't live in these homes no more. Let's just all live in our cars, nigga. They're $500,000.
Thanks.
So it's just like, bro, really,
that's
bro?
another industry where it's like, why?
It makes sense, bro. It costs to live. That's what they're saying, bro. That's what they're saying, basically. If you want your teeth to look good,
it's greed.
It is greed, bro. But it's been since the beginning of time for so long, bro. You can't change no one's mindset other than conform to it.
I agree. I accept things the way it is because I don't have a choice but to do so.
Yeah, it's fucked
but
up though.
We can't deny that there is a lot of greed in a lot of this shit.
Yeah,
like got companies right now. Again, everybody want to make their money. They're literally buying lots of houses, like a lot, like worth of houses, but they'll never sell it to you. They're just gonna rent it to you for the rest of your life. It's greed.
Yeah, it is.
Greed.
Yeah,
that's renting. They're giving you a subscription for your house for the rest of your life. That's greed, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll die to fucking be on that other side, bro. These motherfuckers are so powerful, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The only reason why I'm so okay with it, bro, is 'cause I said, bro, it's the American dream of knowing that one day you can be on the other side, bro. I don't know. What was I thinking about?
Could you sleep at night knowing that?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah.
You could sleep at night knowing you got
that generations and generations, bro. Your great, even if you're depressed, bro, your great grandkids, bro, aren't gonna be, bro. Like what these people are doing, bro, are like analytically break it down, bro. They're changing 200 years of their bloodline's life. It's insane,
not that.
Bro, you buy
200 years.
Bro,
okay,
you
maybe
buy
200 years.
I'm talking about Donald Trump and like you talking about these big companies and shit buying like plots of land, bro, and renting out for years, bro. That's literally They have 4 or 5 of those, bro. That's enough right there to do like 10 generations, bro. Imagine if they have that everywhere, all over the world, and they're just being greedy in it, bro. I think about it, bro. I was thinking about fucking the Trump. Apparently, everyone thinks that we're about to go into martial law, or something.
Bro, niggas gotta stop watching TikTok.
Nah, yeah. You know what happened, though, right? You know what's happening?
I haven't been keeping up. No, what's going on?
So Trump basically cut off all ties with China import, and apparently that's like a big deal for like markets and like markets for everything, like a whole bunch of shit that we was getting from China. You know, it's gonna fuck up a lot of like that was flowing through America and shit like that. And bro, Trump, I seen a video of Trump. He said it years ago before he was even president. He was like he thrives in bad markets. In bad markets,
everybody, person with money does.
Yes, he can buy when you're too. And it's literally, bro, like, think about it in my head, bro. Like, you're someone that's not only you gotta be a narcissist, bro, but you gotta think in your head, bro, like, the world is mine. Like, about me and you right now, we're like, the world is mine. And it's like, ha, yeah, you think that. But, yo, imagine you really felt that. Like, the world is mine. Everyone's gonna bend in my fingertip, bro. I got the best beats in the world. And then next you, like, doing anything and everything, bro, to, like, different level of life, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's something that a lot of regular...
Definitely a different level of
life. It could be considered sick. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, willing to manipulate millions of dollars. You're willing to manipulate millions of people to get what you want and have no empathy because people are fucking idiots, bro. Like, why are you able to manipulate millions of people, bro? Why is Trump able to manipulate millions of people? he was saying that. He was really saying that per se, but he was just like, when the market's so bad, you have people scattering all over the place. When really, people like us are just buying over as much as we can. So when things do go good again, we're not looking around like we can't sell this, we can't buy this, we can't do none of these things. And it's like people are saying that he's doing that now, like he's gonna make everything bad again. So every time everything becomes bad again off of his hand, he knows exactly where to buy into and what to do. And it's like, bro, imagine sabotaging hundreds of millions of people just to make sure your bloodline was good. Nigga, that's literally what a human's supposed to do.
So people were saying, so that's the conspiracy, that he's purposely ruining shit so that he can be able to cash out?
Yeah, but like, don't give a fuck about no one but himself. And he don't give a fuck, like, don't give a fuck about the Americans or the state or like nothing.
That's a whole other convo. But I will say this. He definitely did say it was about to get worse before it got better. I think he's pulling a power move over. I think he's trying to make America #1 again. I'm not saying whether or not I agree with everything or not. But he's trying to, basically, bro, from when I was into it heavy, the other countries are trying to overtake us. Every country is always trying to overtake us. Let's be real.
Right.
So he's pulling power moves to put America back. All right, so like race for #1 in the world. 60 years ago, this is America, this is everybody else. Over time, it's been getting closer and closer to now where it got to the point where countries are teaming up to come together to overthrow the American dollar and all of this shit. Right. So what he's doing is trying to widen that gap again, type shit. Like, the gap so far that, you know, right. That's my perception of everything that he's doing right now. He's trying to re-widen that gap between America being #1 versus everybody else. That's my perception of it.
I mean, I don't know exactly what he's trying to do or not. I mean, like I said, I disagree with what you're saying, but I definitely know for a fact that Chinese import shit happened, and he said niggas thrive in bad markets, bro. And it just makes me think of like,
every businessman has always said that. That's just like a known fact. Like, what you need to do as a person is have the discipline to save up money, so then when shit goes bad, you can use that money to buy things that you. It's always been like that. That's nothing new.
Nothing new, but bro, you don't think he's now using that on a different scale now, instead of just the business work? And this might be all just an analogy, but this is basically the same thing we're talking about before, like how you can be one man and just be so powerful in your direction. You're not for the people, because people that, bro, think about people that are for the people, bro. They usually die. I've thought about this shit, bro.
Bro did have 2 attempts on them.
No, I'm talking about people. No, because Donald Trump's not really for the people, bro. He's for himself, bro. He's smart. I think that whole shit was like, we could talk about that shit too. That's a whole other conversation on
yeah, all the convo.
How that could have been a stunt, and how that nigga, all that shit, how that could have been for black people and shit, bro. I think he's that smart, bro. I think, bro, when you're so that smart, bro, it's like, bro, I don't even know how these niggas even sleep, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you right. I don't know how they sleep. I probably wouldn't sleep, bro.
Like, I knew I was greasing up my own pocket. I was fluffing up my own pockets at the cost.
America.
Like okay, just even on a smaller scale. Let's say we at work. There's no way I'm behind this person's back. I don't even gotta know them. I don't even gotta like them. There's no way I'm gonna violate behind their back just to fluff my own pockets, and now they can't feed their family and shit like that.
All right, see, that's different.
I'm just not doing that.
See,
but I want to make more money, and yes, somebody has to win, somebody has to lose, but I'm not going to purposely sabotage or purposely make somebody sick or make somebody, you feel me? Like, I'm going to ruin somebody in order to do that.
All right, so I think once again, bro, you're on the right path, bro, but it's just not, I don't think that's, I agree. No, yeah, I don't think these niggas, no, it's not realistic. I don't think these niggas is thinking like that, bro. It's like you so crack. Like I know that's funny. Like,
I never.
All right, see,
I can make a lot of money.
I respect
but I
that.
don't want to get the crack. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing about now my mindset, or even like a Franklin Sate, because like this is fan fiction as Franklin Sate. I would never sell crack, bro. I look at it like, yo, you was already gonna do that shit in the first place. It's like selling to someone, bro. You was already gonna smoke that shit in the first place. How you find me?
Yeah, but I don't want to be the one to do that.
See?
You feel me?
That's
not. Crackhead gonna smoke crack regardless.
That little mindset is it, bro. That changes everything, bro. Because that's not how, and that's where it's like.
I agree. That's why people like me don't always win. You feel me?
Yeah, bro. You start being like that a little bit, bro.
Nah,
It's
but
America,
I
bro.
sleep. But for me to sleep properly, you know, like I feel good in that moment when I'm getting that bag. But 20 years down the line, when I look back and like, damn, I created like fiends, bro. Bro, that shit gonna hit. That shit gonna hit, bro. Eventually, I don't want to be the person to create no fiends, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I agree
Oh,
with what you're saying.
damn. I done killed three people off this shit. Damn. Three people died from smoking my shit. Damn. I don't want that on my conscience, bro.
All right, think about all right, and I know you probably gonna say it's different. It's not different, bro. It's like all right, so all the violent shit that I talk about in my music, or Travis talks about in his music, or Cardi, and someone finally dies in a mosh pit. How they
That's
sleep at night?
way
It's the
different. Now,
same. It's the
whether or not
same.
you feel guilty is one thing, but that is nowhere near the same. Nowhere
Or,
near
or,
the
or them
same.
taking drugs. Cause I put it all in the same category. How's it not the same? I feel like it's all the
I could
same.
agree with you. I could agree with, and that's remember, yo, with this conversation like three times already over the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year
I remember.
about influence and what it does to people. And that's how it feels. Like,
Yeah, you told me.
although I enjoy the music, we can't deny that there is influence, and that influence can, in a sense, like somebody. You feel me?
No, destroy somebody. But that's the thing, though,
Exactly.
bro. Once again, though, bro, Bleez. And bro, I
I'm
feel
not saying
so.
you. I'm not saying
I feel evil like these niggas. I feel fucked up like these niggas for saying what I'm about to say. But it's like idiots, bro. People gotta be stronger, bro.
it's facts.
And I wish someone was there to lead people to be stronger. But even still, then, bro, why? It's one of those things where it's like you never know who's really even leading you in the first place. So even the positive guy, why would you take so much advice from him? You know what I mean? And it's just,
You gotta.
you know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, he could be full of shit too. Everyone's, bro,
Yeah,
especially
but
the net. They're
the
full of
thing is,
shit.
like, you growing up as a kid, you gotta remember, majority of us don't have. I was blessed to have mine. You feel me? And but I know a lot of people that didn't have either their mom or their dad, bro.
Yeah.
And I think about as a kid, you don't everything that you saying right now. There's no way somebody would just know that. You based off you. I don't know where you got the concept from as a kid, but you got that concept. But I think people, unless somebody's introduced to that concept, they would never have that mentality. So it's like if you never got introduced to that
I
concept,
disagree only because we're taught from a very young age stop being a follower. I feel like words aren't taken deep enough. I feel like things that we are taught from a kid for some reason don't hit. Oh, like I don't know for some reason, bro. Everything that I was taught as a kid, bro, is the same way it is now, bro. You ever come back home, bro, and be telling your mom like, just because this is what kids do. You ever come home and tell your mom like, mom, my friend said his dad knows so and so. His dad knows Kobe, and his dad was doing that with Kobe and everything like that, bro. My mom would straight up be like, that sounds cool and all, but he's probably lying. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
yeah,
everyone's no, not even probably. Everyone's been through those scenarios and the situations where it's like, don't trust that person too much, don't believe that person too much, being a follower and things like that. Like we've heard that shit since the beginning of time, since we was children.
yeah, but like you said, and there's a reason behind it, but majority people are sheeps. And although me and you might not feel like a sheep, in a certain sense, there's people who might feel like we are sheep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Like it's crazy because like I put it like that, it makes me think like really is like to this life shit. For example,
I
me and you
agree.
don't feel like sheep, but somebody like Trump, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody in those higher power positions, and you might view us that way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not.
Nah. Trump definitely looks at me like a sheep. He definitely looks at me and probably my lifestyle and everything. But that's the thing, though, bro. You gotta be able to understand what type of person you are now, bro. Cause me personally, bro, I have thought about, and these are things probably, bro. I just want to let people know, like thoughts that I've had. I've even sat back and asked myself, why would you even think that deep in that situation? It's narcissism, bro. It's me being the only child and having too much time on my hands to think about my life and myself and being selfish,
Uh,
if that makes sense. Being selfish, bro. You put yourself in
yeah,
other people's shoes. You put yourself in other people's positions and shit, bro. When I was younger, I thought about being an activist. When I was younger, I thought about being a teacher or being. Bro, you think about being all these different things because you watch movies and you call yourself Spider Man.
influence.
Yeah, you sit on the couch and you put the Spider Man costume on and you are
Yeah,
Spider Man. And you are the bat. You know what I'm saying? And you look at your teacher and you're like, yo, my teacher influenced me today. Now I think I could be a teacher too. A lot of
I don't think
people.
we think that deep. It's just like subconscious.
I sit there. I think that deep though. I think sometimes my full it could be an hour. Maybe it could be a class. You know, you just be in a class. You just sitting there, zoned out. You know, I always had ADD and shit, bro. And I started smoking weed at like fucking 17, 16, bro. Just imagine being high, bro. You just in class thinking about you being I don't know a fucking lawyer or a Martin Luther King or something, bro. A lot of that shit, bro, takes like games and tricks and shit. Like you gotta be good at that shit, bro. Like why he would look at me like a sheep, bro. I would never be able to play the mind games with him, bro. He's able to manipulate thousands of people, bro. Imagine that ego. You get what I'm saying? Like imagine putting yourself in his shoes, bro.
Yeah.
I'm able to even Kai Cenat, bro. Not and no disrespect to Kai Cenat. And that's why you gotta take like I hope every kid does, but they don't understand it, like you said. You might think someone's a great person. When I was younger, bro, Fusi was a great person on YouTube. He was so motivational. He's insane. You get what I'm saying? He's literally crazy, like insane, 100%. So it takes a lot of time, I think, to even get to that mindset, bro. But a lot of motherfuckers, bro, are really like at mind games and tricks and shit like that, bro. Like sometimes you ever watch a Hollywood movie, bro? You're on camera, like as soon as you get off camera, you're like, give me a line of some cocaine or something, bro. I'm tired of this bitch ass. I literally look at that's Americans, bro. To me, that's literally Americans to me. That's literally, especially wealthy Americans, like space motherfuckers, bro. That's literally it to me.
If you think about it, that's rappers too. Cause like, why else would a rapper have to be geeked up 90% of the time?
I agree a little bit, bro, but rappers are idiots, bro, compared to like a Donald Trump.
Yeah,
there is very smart rappers too. Like,
it's a different type of politics. I'll say it's a different type of politics. Cause you gotta remember, we got niggas like
stupid ass shit.
Welcome to Discord.
Might as get on Discord, right? My arm is tripping, bro. Just wants to loosen up, but it's like not letting it. It's just not going.
Yeah. You still streaming this shit?
Yeah, bro. Fuck that Zoom shit for a little bit, bro. Because this shit keep kicking us off, bro.
Yeah, but I should have known this fuck. Yeah. But nah, yeah, it's just a different type of politics, bro. Because you gotta remember, we got niggas like E, which I wouldn't be surprised if, like, bro, I'm be real. There's a lot of blackmail and shit like that in politics, bro. And that's why Diddy became as powerful as he did. But remember, we got niggas like Diddy, we got niggas like Birdman in the music game, and now we got niggas like, you know, like geniuses like Cardi and Kanye and shit like that. It's a different level of politics. It's a different type of politics. So
honestly, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If you wanna like, what's spinning back to morality, they're all unmoral.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Yeah, be honest. And I hate to even bring in my.
But it's like
even Kai.
You're saying there is nobody who really got to that level being fully moral. It's just
there is.
Like,
I mean, bro, like Martin Luther King. That's the saddest part.
He became clouded, but he wasn't rich.
Fuck money, bro. In this generation now, bro, if you got, it's like a Dr. Umar. What the fuck does Dr. Umar do? He's probably way wealthier than our parents. And I'm not saying that our parents is broke. You know what I'm saying? Our parents is not broke. He's probably doing very well. What the fuck does he do? Even Charleston White. What the fuck is Charleston White an activist?
Let's see. Okay, so let's put it into context now. If Martin Luther King was alive today, he might actually be rich. Why? Because his views and sponsorships and shit like that. Martin Luther King wasn't getting views for his footage, so he didn't generate any money off of it. A nigga like Charleston White, the reason why he could make bread is because of his views, bro.
Nah, I see what you're saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, my point is, there's no one moral. It's all around 100% moral. We could talk about Charleston White. We could talk about Kai Cenat. We could talk about his name. Bro, all of them have some type of ignorance to them, or some type of, you know what I mean? There's no Bob Marley. There's no Martin Luther King. There's no, bro. That's just kind of actually one human is a lot. I look at, bro, you look at that type of power coming from all humans being on the same boat and everyone just moving like that afloat. Like, it's the energy of the world right now, like, just positive. Bro, like, that's so hard for one human to do, bro. They'll die. They'll most likely die.
It's not even what I mean, like, or somebody being ignorant or anything like that. Like, White, he talk crazy. Like, I'm even talking about just that. I'm just talking about, for example, No way I could be a scientist, right?
Yeah.
That creates a medicine that makes me $1 billion, but at the same time is so fucking addictive to the people that gets it. Like for Xanax, whoever created Xanax is like, if I created Xanax, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I'm a fucking billionaire, but at the same time, nigga, I got mad people addicted. I ruined lives with my technology. You feel me? I couldn't sleep at night, even though I made hundreds of millions of dollars.
All right, so I
That's
respect
what I
that.
mean. That's what I mean by morals. Like, not all like talk crazy online or nothing like that. It's just like he's not really hurting nobody though.
I mean, you feel that way, bro. But that's why like I look at all the poison like it don't matter if Charleston White is like, fuck that nigga baby, let's shoot her, let's shoot nigga baby up, or saying something stupid, or Charleston White hurting some white woman's feelings, bro. Everything is subjective. It's all poison, and especially when you're like spreading it at a high level. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of people seeing you, bro. You know, you all think if I wasn't gonna do it, who else was gonna do it? And that's exactly
Somebody gonna do it. Agreed.
exactly. So, bro, if there's not Xannies made, there's gonna be Percocets made. You get what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah, same. Oh,
If you want to be the greatest pharmacist nigga of all time, shit, bro.
you got yeah. But that's the real facts. I'm not saying I
You know what I'm
accept
saying?
everything the way it is, but I do have my critique. You know, so that's like, you know what's crazy? The best thing you could probably do as an upcoming artist, and no, this is not something that you should try to force or anything, but bro, believe it or not, bro, niggas hating on you is the best thing you can have, bro, because the hate is gonna get. Oh shit, how my camera came. The hate is gonna have way more views. The hate is gonna have way more um engagement, bro. It's just the nature of the world, bro.
Nah, I'm already knowing, bro. Nigga, do you see what I posted the other day? The fucking Yeezy shits, bro. Shit got way more views than all my music.
What did you post?
The Yeezy shits, the Yeezy video.
Yeah, you around on about Yeezy shit got you mad views.
That's how the world is, bro. The world is actually very negative, and I think the world was built off negativity, bro. I think if we go back to the beginning of time, bro, all that peaceful shit, bro, was created by people that wanted to finally find peace. You get what I'm saying? I think the world was always evil first. Like, it wasn't running from a lion, or you was running from a lion and you was probably dying from some disease, or dying from starvation, dying from some worms from some water. Nigga, you all you want to drink was some water. Probably died. Like, yo, she probably fucked up.
That's real. Hey, man.
That's why I can't, bro. That's another reason why. And I know I'm on stream and shit. And it's like, damn, this nigga's so negative. I'm just from America, bro, and I'm just grew up on Earth. But that's why I don't really be feeling sad, bro. Cause really, bro. I mean, like another thing about religion and shit too, about always saying like, be thankful to wake up. If you really feel that way, you will seize the day, and you would feel grateful about your situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like to the general public right now, because like everyone with that positivity talk, but it should be way deeper than that, bro. We gotta lead by example, and that's why I feel like that's when the real like people are gonna, that's when people are really gonna become peaceful and shit like that, when motherfuckers start leading by example in your groups and in your family and shit like that. And then everything gonna probably shake up, where it's just like, you say one day you grateful for something, but then a week or two later you went and bought a new car. You get what I'm saying? Like, people are watching that.
Nah,
Like, all that shit matters, bro. And it's like,
it's hard to be positive a lot, which positive regardless. And but the thing is, especially, let's go back to influence as a kid, bro. When you're 10 years old, matter of fact, let's say you're 12 years old, like you're in puberty now, you starting to like girls and shit. So now you starting to want certain shit. Girls being one of them. When you see this person that all the girls are gawking over, let's say and there's different environments and different types of girls for different type of environments, you feel me? You got the girls that like the drug dealers, you got the girls that like the rapper, you got the girls that like the basketball player, you got the girls that like the science guy, or whatever the case may be.
right.
Whichever is most accessible to that kid is probably what's going to influence that kid the most.
Bro, everyone will be so much cooler than, bro. Bro,
What you mean?
people are struggling to live in their truth, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like, but we gotta talk to the youth more, bro. Talk to the youth, bro. I'm not gonna lie, maybe an R grade and shit like that, cause there was a lot of OGs. Like, There was a lot of older dudes that niggas looked up to. Like I think nowadays, bro, it's just you look online, bro, and that shit shoots down. Like I'm talking like the new generation. Maybe our and I'm not saying that me and Bleez is even old, but I'm saying like the kids
Wait,
that grew.
wait. My fault, bro. Hold that thought. My project manager called me. Give me 2 seconds.